Alright, so we're going to infect this tomato plant with agrobacterium. First, you'll get your tomato plant, you'll get a piece of tape, and you're going to tie it off on the stem about an inch or two above the soil line. Get a label, write your name on it and your section, and put it on the edge of the pot. Don't put it too close to the plant, otherwise you'll cut the roots off when you put it in, and you'll damage it a bit. Now, we will try to be sterile when we take some of this bacteria. So again, we use the flames to create a sterile environment. And we're going to have a control for this plant, except our control is going to be on the same plant. The top part of the stem, we're going to syringe inoculate with just plain water. And then the bottom part, we're going to syringe inoculate with water containing the agrobacterium. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll do the top part first with just the water for the negative control, and then I'll do the bacteria on the bottom. So let me show you how to use a syringe. Now the important part about syringes is the decapping part. When you decap them, you put your hands together, and then you grab the cap, and then you take it off. So don't try to take it off like that so you don't stab yourself. The important part of today is to not stab yourself again. So let's see here. So what you guys are going to do, you should have tubes in front of your desk. You're going to pipette 500 microliters of water into the tube, and then we're going to take a colony of agrobacterium, or a couple actually. Put a decent amount on your inoculating loop. You want to make sure you have a visible glob on there. And then you're just going to dip it into your water, 500 microliters. And then you're going to aspirate some of that with the needle. Again, be very careful when you do this. On your desk, you should have these little holders for your tubes. Make sure the tubes are in these holders when you stick the needle into to draw some water out. Don't try to stick the needle in like this, because you may end up stabbing yourself. So, alright, let's do this. We're going to take 500 microliters. Each one of these syringes has a capacity of 1 milliliter. Yeah, 1 milliliter. So, watch. Pretty short needle, but again, you don't want to cap this once you decap it, because again, you may end up stabbing yourself. So just leave it out like that. Draw out about 500 milliliters. And I got a lot of air in there. Whoops. Make sure not to be spraying all the agrobacterium when you actually get it. And when you stab it, make sure you don't have your finger behind it either. So just grab the stem from the top and just gently stab it. Make sure the needle doesn't get stabbed all the way through. And just push all the water out. Not too hard like that, because then you'll end up blowing a hole right through the entire stem. So you saw that stream come out there. Now, leave this near the packaging. Again, be very careful, just for now. And do keep in mind that this is uncapped, so you could stab yourself. Just be careful with that. Now, for the actual inoculation, you're going to heat up your inoculating loop. And you can let it cool down, or you can touch part of the media that is not growing anything on it, just to cool it down. Get a visible glob on there. You guys probably can't see it, but I can see there's a pretty good amount. And again, you're going to have 500 milliliters of water. And just let the bacteria soak in there a bit. Move it around to get all the bacteria off. And sterilize your loop. Alright. After that, you can either vortex it with our vortexer back there, or you can just shake it. Either way works. And this will be your inoculum now. So we're all done with this. I'm going to close that. Be very careful again with your needle. Try not to introduce any air. Again, between 300 and 500 microliters, so between 0.3 to 0.5. And then just stab the part of the stem. You don't have to go all the way through into the center, just part way through. And very slowly. And you can infiltrate several spots as well, because the stem can only take so much. And try not to get any bacteria on you. It does kind of spray a bit, so that's why you guys want to be wearing goggles. Now, once you are done, you have at your desk this biohazard sharps disposal. Just go ahead and toss it in there, and we'll take care of it after class. That is the agrobacterium inoculation portion. Any questions on that? For the Koch's postulus part, you guys already know how to streak everything. You should have your plates, hopefully with several different types of bacteria. You're just going to take your loop and inoculate a new plate of media with each type of those bacteria and take observations on them. Any questions? All right, let's get to it then.